All right, so a call to order at 5:12.
5:12.
We have Alan, Mark. Okay. All right, so have a comments from the public. There is no public there. And approval of the minutes. So you have in front of you the minutes from December 15th. And so, Alan, the minutes, I can tell you what they were. So on the 15th of December, Bill reported the tree activity database as of November. And he noted Ingham Hill Road, Deadwood was removed, 15 Fenwood, there was light pruning, 76 Fenwood, there was pruning deadwood, but it needs to monitor. 32 Maplewood, removed a maple tree. Corner of Dudley and Coulter, removed a maple tree per the tree inventory. At the road ending at Bel Air, Cornfield Point, 2 cherry trees were removed per the homeowner. And Owanko Trail, there was pruning. And then Bill reported future plans. 83 Old Boston Post Road, tree in front of that house will be removed. They also said that they are willing to have trees there after removal. The Maplewood owner will seek 2 trees, and 688 Boston Post Road Skipper is going to get 2 red buds. I can give you updates on those. The tree planting plan right now, what we talked about in December, is the plan is when Bill removes a tree, he asks the impacted homeowner if they would like a replacement tree. And if they say yes, then Bill refers them to the tree committee, who will work with them to choose an appropriate tree. And that has happened already this month. And then Mike suggested that we go on a tour of town properties to identify locations for trees to be planted this year. And then Bill suggested that we use Map Geo to identify those locations. And then Mike mentioned the development plans such as Mariner Way should include trees. And another idea was to work with Parks and Rec to determine which public parks could benefit from additional trees. So we have a sort of a idea of the kinds of places we want to put trees. And then I reported that Peter Flesher, who is on, I think he's on planning from Essex, initiates a group to cut bittersweet vines on public land. And he comes to SOS tree meetings, and he's willing to do that again. And Mike Cantor identified a town right away on Park Avenue and Fenwood. So that's a down the road thing. And then Parks and Rec will conclude their work on removing 8 invasives from Founders and Monument Park in 2026. And then Kathy Conley suggested that tree wisps be planted in those parks. And then we talked about getting a demonstration of Map Geo. And then with regards to budget needs, Bill said he would be preparing a budget that will include tree plantings and tree maintenance. And then we also talked last time about Arbor Day. And we would like to distribute and or present education regarding the benefit of trees, how to deal with invasives, protecting trees and repairing and upland review areas. Okay, so any changes or additions or removals on the minutes?
So 83 Old Boston Post has been removed.
Okay. 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 Any other changes to the minutes? All those in favor? Okay. All right, great. Alan, you approve the minutes?
I do.
Okay, great. Okay, so let's look at the agenda for today. So Bill, do you want to take it away with regards to activities so far this year, perhaps?
So we did, I was just talking about it, we did have to remove a silver maple, large size on Soundview. Unfortunately, it had a big split going right down.
Very large size.
Yes.
I walked my dog by, I was like, holy.
There was also a swamp maple there as well that we taken down. That was completely dead.
Okay.
Was that in the 15 feet going, that's kind of town right away?
It
Because
was
it's right on,
right away,
right on
yeah.
the edge.
Yeah,
Okay, that's what I
both
thought.
trees were.
Both, okay, yeah, that's what I thought they were. Yep.
I've given you both the names of those people so we can get them trees.
Right. And so Tina Pasco lives at Soundview. I don't remember the address. And she is going to pick 2 trees from this. So here, what I gave everybody, and Alan, I'll send you this. This is a list of trees that are considered street trees per the Green Old Saybrook Tree Guide that the Kathy Conley and Lynette Wacker and Chris Picklow put together with the contractor. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 11 tree names. Some of them have cultivars that they suggest for town trees. So Tina is going to let me know tomorrow, she said. And I'll tell you what those are. And then the other one on Old Boston Post Road, the Sorettis, they want sycamores. So I let you know, Bill, they want sycamore trees.
Yeah, I did see the email.
Okay, so they're all set so that's, how about, is somebody on Whisper Cove want a tree?
So we haven't done anything. It was the entranceway to Whisper Cove. I haven't gained any traction there of what we're going to do. I believe it was it Brantford pears that were there?
Do you remember?
I'm not sure what kinds of trees they
Yeah.
are, but they're, I mean,
Yeah, a couple of them were in some hard shape, and what happened is, unfortunately, we let them get too big for their size without having them grow properly.
yeah.
The one on the front entranceway could probably definitely use a pruning. I had suggested we may want to pick something different to put out there. Something that can, get to some substantial size. I mean, I could imagine there's a pretty good breeze coming through there.
And Bradford pears are notoriously not strong trees.
Yes, no?
Yeah, you did make the email, the street email, like, that they have a informal association,
Yeah.
and, the guy who calls himself the governor of the street, said that, he was gonna prune it, and I said, no, don't think so, it's not yours to prune.
Yeah.
Um,
So it still needs to be determined, I don't think we should replant those there. I mean,
Okay.
they're beautiful and it looks great pulling in. It really does, but we may want to look towards a different avenue of something else to plant.
Another tree?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, so,
there was one already taken down totally, because it fell
There
down.
was,
basically,
yeah. We had to have it removed, and then the other one there had broke, and we cut it for safety issues. I don't foresee it making it very long.
Yeah.
so when you have a plan, you'll refer the owner to me.
Well, the owner is the town of Old Saybrook.
Okay, so then
Right away.
you pick.
Yeah. Well,
Or you let me pick, or however you want to do this. You tell.
I want to plant something that's going to be successful that not everybody's going to hate. Because if they hate it, they're not going to want trees there anymore, and it's just going to kind of turn into a nightmare.
Yeah.
So are they all-
It can't be anything too big though. 'cause
Are they all
it
Bradford
really
pears
can't.
around it, or?
I believe so. I don't know why that's sticking in my head. I believe that's what it is, but
Yeah, it almost looks like a pear tree or an apple tree, or, it's not
yeah.
a very,
Well, I mean, if you look at this list, what's the sun like? Is it full sun part? What is the sun?
I mean, I was thinking of pin oak to be planted there, but
Okay,
I mean,
these are just suggestions from that book.
yeah.
We also had another, these are other street, park, and road edge trees and shrubs. Here's another list that we had a while ago.
On this one, it says hawthorn. I don't know all the different varieties of hawthorn, but I know one hawthorn has those incredibly 2 to 3 inch long spikes. Are these different hawthorns, non-spiked? Because we wouldn't, I don't think would want to put up a tree
No, that they wouldn't.
then grow into
No,
spike.
they wouldn't have put that in the book.
Yeah, hopefully not.
That's,
Are you familiar with those
So-
trees with the long spikes? I think they're called hawthorns.
There's like 3
I
different
don't think
hawthorns
they're
on
long
here.
Spikes, but the cultivar now, you can get a cultivar that doesn't have that.
Without the spikes?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever we put, we don't want the spiked ones.
So what I'll do is I'll come up with a suggestion and I'll probably end up, I don't know, somebody from that association, we were told to replant another Bradford pear, and that was planted there.
It's just gonna blow over again.
well, if they want a flowering tree, I mean, there's
Bradford pears are pretty.
Yeah.
the red bud. Here's another list. There's other thing. I think I have another one of these. These are some other suggestions, which I think I have another one.
Yeah, in the spring, I mean, it looks beautiful.
Yeah, Bill, you can keep that. Actually, take this one because I have a note on the top. So if you look, so here's another one. These came from the Connecticut Coastal Planning Guide and Landscaping Guide for Long Island Sound. Some of them overlap with what we got from the Greenville Saybrook Tree Planting Guide that the land use put together. So, so this will give you some ideas, perhaps. And the other thing is how growth rate, branch spread, and in terms of soil, wet, dry, that's also in the book. And that list that you have might tell us there.
We'll come up with something and I'll
Okay,
propose it because I'd hate to plant a tree and then have everybody upset and
Sure.
walk it down.
okay. Okay. And then when do you think the old Boston Post Road, oh, those are down.
Those
Those
are
trees are down.
Yep.
Okay. So both Boston Post Road and
We only
Soundview are
took
down.
one down at Old Boston Post Road.
Okay, and you're willing to put 2 up?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, and 2 in Tina's
Yep.
property. Okay, awesome. Route 1 sidewalk, that is up by past, what is that? It's 148. It's past
Dairy Queen?
Dairy Queen, but it's before the eating area, like where Mindy's Deli is. It's on the left, and that is a medical office. Dentist, right?
Correct. Yep. Okay.
So are we doing that, or the contractors doing that?
I'm not sure. I mean, that I would have to ask somebody from the town.
Well, according to Mindy's, Rick, who owns Mindy's, is his information that the contractor has agreed to put 5 trees.
It sounds right. I just don't want to give you the wrong information.
So let's keep an eye on that, because that is a place that we could put trees. We could shade a sidewalk. And Skippers, so I just talked with Lefty, who owns.
Can I ask you a question on the
Sure.
sidewalks? How does that fit in with the sidewalk expansion? Would we be able to put trees in after that's done, or is that part already completed? Because I know they're going from Dairy Queen to Westbrook and doing all that sidewalk. I think the water pipes have been put in or mostly put in, but I thought the sidewalk was still kind of a work in process.
Yeah, the sidewalk still is a work in progress.
So I don't know,
When
just
you
the
get-
timing, right?
So this is like a special circumstance. It's different than Skipper's Tree. I don't know if we need a permit to do that or if we have to go through the state.
Hurry up, because Warner's coming.
Is that, whose land is it?
Well, essentially it would be the town's right away, but
On
this,
mute? Are you on mute? You're on mute.
No. We can hear her.
Hi, Chris.
Here he comes. All right, never mind. You're gonna run away.
There.
so I'm not sure. I mean, the state typically doesn't want any trees planted under their wires. Or under wires, I should say, or even in the right of way. I mean, you've seen what we've had to do for skippers here. But I don't know if because this was part of the package where we're installing sidewalks, we're removing these trees, that's how we got
It
it
was
so
part of the
easily.
package. I think it was.
So I would have to look into that.
All right. It's my understanding that whoever they talked to, and it may have been the town, that those trees are going to be replaced because there was an uproar about those when that all happened. And I think Carl said the contractor has agreed. So
Oh, I remember, because there was more than 5, there was more, I thought they were gonna take
there were
down.
several.
Yeah,
There were
even,
8.
yeah, I thought that.
So, well, let's keep monitoring that because that's part of the town. And Skipper's, he's looking forward to getting the red buds there on that piece of property. And he will water them. Skipper's is changing. It's not gonna be a seafood place.
What is it gonna be?
He doesn't know yet. It's Greek.
Oh, okay, why not?
Why not? That's right.
I think the owner's Greek anyway, so.
Yeah,
I hope they serve breakfast. Nothing like going to a Greek restaurant for Greek breakfast.
well,
They're amazing.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes,
this one Niantic is good, but the one here.
that'd be
I think
great.
their food was good. Their
That'd be-
crab cakes were.
That's the best news I've heard tonight, is there's a Greek restaurant going in.
They,
I love
but anyway,
the Greek
but it didn't take off. You're
Yeah,
right. Didn't
yeah.
take off.
Zero
Okay.
atmosphere.
No, that's right.
Yeah.
Zero atmosphere. It was like
Yeah.
a McDonald's.
Yeah,
Where's it, Skipper's?
Skipper.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
the place you want to see the ocean from.
Yeah,
So-
that name, sure, Skipper's.
Okay, so that, we're good to go on that. So that's on your order list.
Perfect.
Okay, so, and then keep sending me any other ones and I'll work with the homeowners and I'll let you know about Tina. So I owe Bill Tina's response. And the town land use activities. So, I mean, we're just hoping that whatever the ad hoc committee comes up with Mariners Way, they include trees. We're hoping, I mean, I don't know how we influence that. If we do,
For Mariners Way.
yeah.
Is there
Whatever.
any zone?
So I will tell you, I have seen a set of plans. It's not stone yet, but every set had trees in them.
Good. Well, so, and then in the Harbor News, did you see the Harbor News? There's one full page. This is Harbor News last week. One full page of the waterfront park in Old Saybrook,
No
Connecticut.
trees. And no trees.
There were no trees.
No
You're talking about Duffy?
I noticed that right away.
There were
no trees.
There were trees sort
I
of,
don't know who paid for that, probably.
there were trees in the background.
I think there'll be trees at some point. They can't that land has to have trees somewhere. Can't imagine
Yeah.
it won't have some amount, but I don't know if it's in a floodplain, if that comes into this out area flood over with water
I
and
wasn't involved in the design on that, so I'm not sure.
would we put trees in a spot we know floods every year or 2 or 3?
Well, they're at Fort Saybrook.
Is that also in a
That gets-
floodplain?
Well, you need trees in a
Sure,
floodplain.
but
Well, I know, I don't know how,
that, I have seen it flooded. So,
this is salt, is that salt, that's brackish, right?
brackish, yeah.
Well, we just have to keep our eye on that and suggest trees. There were trees in the far corner. I don't know if those are existing trees.
You think this was consciously drawn that way, or maybe it wasn't part of the thought process?
Well, I don't know. It was a rendition of what could be a waterfront park. And the purpose was to get people to vote yes, really.
Yeah.
Because it's like, envision what this could be.
Yeah.
That's the whole
It's
marketing.
probably the
scheme.
same person's printed all those signs.
Yes, that are all over
Yeah.
town. But anyway, and then the Kate, I went to the Kate meeting So the Kate has a vision of expanding the current building back towards the town hall.
This way into the parking lot, right?
Correct.
A little bit, yeah.
And when you and Chris went to that meeting,
Yes, yes.
what did you think?
Well, it's a big addition. It's you know, I think it's, I think it's a positive sort of thing for the Cape and for the town. And it's just very preliminary, okay? There's, so
But that's just a down the road thing to look at. I mean, I did ask the question about trees, and the answer was there isn't a plan to take down any trees.
But there is a big,
Because they can't take away the parking lot, so
I think it is gonna take away some of it.
it's gonna, okay,
Not all of it though, right? Some of it, right, Alan?
but yet they have enough
yeah,
parking.
you may lose a tree or two, but I think that the plan was that they're going to, once again, this is very preliminary. So as far as
Okay.
putting trees in, taking trees out, it's early.
Okay. So these are just potential changes in our landscape that we could put a tree in every now and then. All right, then places for new trees.
Can I have I have a quick question on land use? I think you sent around a note, I was reading these intently while I was sitting down south. The whole solar panel and the I guess behind Bochum Road or wherever that was going. I thought I read or you sent around a note that there's a planned solar panel that the state of Connecticut was planning to put in, and they're gonna have to take down a boatload of trees to accomplish that.
Okay, I can tell you about that.
Should that be noted here?
Well, this isn't our committee
No,
issue,
but it's a
really.
bunch of trees coming down in town, so.
Yeah, it's really not our issue, but since we are looking at tree canopy in the town, this is the state siting council. You know the siting council? There is an independent agency called the Connecticut Siting Council. It was established in the 70s to make decisions on where transmission lines, utility poles, cell phones, internet, antennas, where they can be positioned. So in May of last year, the Siting Council got a petition from a energy company in Los Angeles to put in a solar farm on 74 Bochum Road, which would entail chopping down 6.8 acres of trees, which is about almost 700 trees. So I was contacted by the neighbors, and I've invited them to come here. I said, you want to come to these meetings? And so anyway, I was contacted by a neighbor, and I looked into it, and there's a huge question as to whether or not the neighbor or the town got proper notification of this petition. So that's a real issue now. However, the Siting Council contends that they've done everything. They crossed their T's and dotted their I's, and the energy company has up until October of 2028 to build the solar panel. So other organizations like Connecticut Advocate for Trees, which is a statewide organization, have gotten involved. Senator Marks has gotten involved. Norm Needleman knows about this. Carl wrote a letter asking for them to halt this until all of these considerations can be looked at. Because another main issue with this is that the environmental justification is that the state listed registered threatened animal species that are on that Bochum Road property are going to be okay because they can go to the preserve. Well, the preserve, nobody looked at the preserve. Nobody knows about they didn't factor in the preserve has its own forest management plan, which includes logging, which includes cutting down trees. And the preserve, by the way, is across Bochum Road. So, I mean, and so that's information that
Bridge.
that's information that the siting council didn't take into account, neither did the energy company take that into account. So there's a lot of flaws in this.
So it's a lot of things to be thought
So
through.
this is, and it's upsetting that the town didn't have a chance to weigh in because there's 4 wetlands, there's 1 vernal pool, and it's zoned residential. So we have zoning regs for this property.
Right.
And so the state's coming in and saying, we're gonna make this a business. This is gonna be business leased land.
They can or can't do that, or that we don't know?
They're doing it.
Oh,
Yes, that's,
they haven't started cutting trees yet, have they, or?
they have not.
No, no.
I mean, is it a definite? It's definitely
Well,
gonna,
if you ask the siting council, it's definite. But if you ask, if you look at all of the pieces of this, there's some missing pieces. They're supposed to get a wetland permit from US Army Corps of Engineers. We don't know, did they get it? They're supposed to get a dam safety permit from DEEP. Did they get that? They got a stormwater permit from DEEP. DEEP weighed in and said, this will help the governor's goal for reducing emissions. But what DEEP didn't say is this goes against the DEEP's climate change action plan by relying on forests for carbon sequestration. So you go 10 steps back to go 3 steps forward. So there's a lot of mix up to this. I've been active on this on behalf of Connecticut Advocate for Trees. And I also say I'm on the tree committee. We care about trees in Old Saybrook.
Yeah, I just know it's a big plot of land, and I was like, how can that happen? Like, the state can just kind of come in and do
Well,
things?
you got a company out of LA. The whole property on 74 acres is 74 Bochum is 29 acres. They want to chop down 6.8, and they're under the 2 megawatts radar for a higher threshold of proof. What they asked for of the siting council is another suspicious thing. They asked the siting council to do a declaratory ruling without a certificate of environmental capability and without a certificate of public need. The whole thing,
There must be some town permits involved in this at some point.
no, there's no. Town hasn't,
No, but I mean, they think there will be along in the process someplace, wouldn't you think?
This is how I found out about it, actually, is they were asking me what utilities were buried in the ground there. And I said, well, I don't know, you need to get a permit. And, well, where do we get the permit? I said, my department. And then they said, no, we don't need a permit from you. And I was like, well, if you're encroaching on town property in the right of way, you need a permit. And as of this point, I don't have a set of plans, I don't have anything. So I don't know if they're actually encroaching on town property. So to require them for a permit,
well,
town right away.
well, at 70 Bochum Road, they want to put a utility in this guy's front yard. On 72 Bochum Road, they want to put the transformer 244 feet from his property. And
there was already a transformer there in that area.
this is a transformer for a solar farm.
Oh.
What I'm shocked about is that everybody on Bolcom Road is okay with having something like this.
They're not. No, but here's the thing, they're not.
Yeah.
I've had 6 people call me about this.
Because the petition hasn't been started against
Well,
it.
I'm writing, I'm working with Kathy Conley on this, and Lee Sloan, and I'm writing a letter to the governor and laying out all of this. I mean, I wrote the letter, Carl laid it out, but I'm going to write a letter for the governor, and we're going to ask people to sign it.
Okay.
So, and it's going to be at the environmental fair on Saturday. So come by, read the letter, and if you're interested, sign it.
No King's Day, you're environment of.
Well, this is a different No Kings. No, it is No King's Day, but the environmental fair has already been set up. I don't know if
That's at,
it's at the pavilion.
Duffy.
So anyway, that's your answer to the.
Yeah, no, I didn't know it's a can of worms, sounds like.
Yeah. So,
or business, whichever.
but it's good for you to know, Bill. I mean, I mean, they can't just come in and do this stuff. I mean, well, they can,
But they
but
shouldn't,
they shouldn't.
yeah.
And now you know that,
Well-
that we're contesting this,
Yeah,
not necessarily legally, but we have voiced to the siting council, hold the phone here. So the other curious thing about this, and the other curious thing about this,
I mean, to get you in a tizzy here on this.
no,
There would be better places to put stuff like
there,
this.
well, the
Exactly.
Council on Environmental Quality, which is also another state independent agency, wrote a letter and said there are better places to put a solar panel than on an ecologically sensitive, important piece of land.
Does it cross into the
And
estuary?
that's in the.
Is it cross into the estuary at all, or is it
The preserve, I mean,
the preserve? I mean, yeah, does it cross into it, that area?
it's 1,000 feet from the preserve.
Pretty close.
Pretty close. And they didn't even take that into consideration. But listen to this. So the letter notifying the property owners and the town allegedly went out on April 15th. The letter itself says certified. Well, the petition documents from the energy company has this list. We sent this to all these people. And then they have a form from the post office. They've sent it from Marlboro. And on the form of the post office, it just has a list of people. There's no certification numbers. You get a registered letter. There's a certificate,
sign for it.
registered number. You have to sign for it.
Yeah.
So the post office, who knows if anybody has it? But the curious thing about it, they notified them on April 15th, but the energy company didn't apply for the petition until May 2nd. And the regs on the siting council says that you have to notify them within 30 days at the time of application.
Who owns the property?
Best Mates Landing, so the siting council's saying, you all were notified, you all had a chance to weigh in. Well, and I gave you the website. Well, you get a letter in April 15th, and if you go to the website, are the plans for May 2nd going to be there in April when there's not even an application? It's just so suspicious. And the letter came from the energy company's attorney, not the siting council. It's just all this stuff. Best Mates Landing out of Bridgeport owns it, but the deal is going to be, it's a lease. They're going to lease that land to the energy company out of LA. So, okay, so that's my soapbox.
That's a big soapbox.
Yeah. But the town's concerned, so,
Throw it off against the wall, see how it sticks, right?
right, so,
and I'm trying to figure out where it is they're entering the property. If they're using the driveway there, that's there. Because 74 is that wooded area.
right.
So are they using that access point? Because if they're using that wooded area, you need an encroachment permit from my department for making a new entranceway.
Well,
So I couldn't get anywhere with who I spoke with on the phone during that. And it was kind of a back and forth. Well, I don't need this. And I said, well, why are you calling me? And then it was kind of nasty.
was it the
It
attorney?
was back and forth. I'm not sure who it was. He says his boss told him to call and make sure all our permits are in place. And I said, well, I don't have a permit from you. So you're not in place. He goes, well, I don't need one from you. And I said, so why are you calling me?
When was this?
The day I saw you out here.
Wow.
And I said, did you hear about the
Right.
74?
So I can put you in touch with the homeowner. You may know him. His name is Ben Bagnati.
Oh, is he the one?
He's the one. He's on the fire department.
Yeah. Okay.
And he's the most impact at 72 Bochum. They have,
And he's for this?
no, he's completely.
Oh, so it's not his property. That's what I thought. It kind of shocked me here. I was like, I
Oh,
can't imagine he would want that in the back of his.
Well, but they want to encroach on his property.
Yeah,
they-
somebody else's as well. They need to run a cable like 30 feet into their property and pin it on their property to be able to hold the transmission line.
Right.
That's what I found out.
So would they need encroachment permits on a private property?
Wouldn't know, as long as the only thing I'm worried about a lot of things, but from the permanent aspect, if it's going into the towns right away, they need a permit. If that's gonna be a new in and out, I mean, they need a permit.
Well, I think they're leaning on Ben Bagnati, probably butchering his name, to use his land. And I don't know if he, well, I don't know what he gets a lawyer, what he can do about that. I don't know that you can say no.
I feel like the power company, and I could be wrong on this, has an easement in there,
Eversource, you mean?
or Eversource, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Not
try,
sure if that's true.
okay.
The transferable.
But that makes their life easier, right? Or maybe,
Well, I would think it would make their life easier.
Well,
I thought I saw it.
Eversource, so TriTech Energy applied to be part of the Eversource program on residential solar. So they already have a connection with Eversource. Well, residential solar doesn't mean you have to cut down acres of trees. You can put
7 acres is a lot.
you can put it on
That's a lot of trees.
empty
And
warehouses.
the divider in Route 9.
Yeah, so. Okay. So that's, I'm bringing this to the attention of the management committee, on Thursday. Because, it's just as a citizen, because I'm worried about the preserve. I mean,
It's right next to it.
It's right next to it.
Right there.
So let's, we were gonna do a map geodem. Are you ready for that, or you wanna do the
I can
next?
show you. I mean, listen, so this demonstration is just to show you how I use it. It's not every tip in the world. I mean, I'm sure there's somebody better than me, but I mean, I could certainly show you everything I know and how I use it.
Okay, so I would like you all to see how, map geo, because we're gonna have to divide and conquer the work that we need to do to come up with recommendations for where town trees need to go. So if,
Okay, I can come right in the middle here.
here, okay?
Wanna, right here maybe?
Yeah.
Alan, you're gonna be in the dark maybe.
And I'm
We're
gonna,
looking at map geo, Alan.
I'm gonna do my best. Let's see. And for the life of me, I can't figure out why my screen is so dark, so we'll go like this. Back. Start right from the get. Map Geo, Old Saybrook.
Can you tilt it just
Yep.
a smidgen? That's a little better. It's still kind of dark.
Do you have, you know what, why don't I turn the lights off?
Yeah, I mean,
So far, it doesn't work.
I can't imagine why it's so dark here.
How about this is, how about up here? Do you have any?
See, I do.
functions on there?
I do, and I did that,
Any bright functions like that? I'm gonna turn. the
but
light
it
on.
did
Turn the
not,
light off.
it did not work.
You know what would be better, probably, to face it towards the door, because we've got these lights here.
Now I can see it.
Now you can, well,
Amy can.
I don't know what it is, but I can see it.
It's a map. It's a map of
It's a map.
so it
Okay,
is, we're gonna,
Old Saybrook. Can you see Amy or
There we go,
Jordan?
that's a lot better.
okay. So we're gonna make it bigger, so I'm gonna start us off right at Town Hall.
When you go into the town site,
So,
map Geo,
yep, I go right onto Google, I type in Town of Old Saybrook Map Geo. And, it comes up, and you can either type in the address you have in question,
Yeah.
which is,
I can see.
sorry. 2 Main Street. Okay, so right when I start typing it, it pops up with the town's property.
Does it do a little teardrop on it or no?
Um,
No, I don't see a teardrop.
gotta click, I can't see it. Sorry. Enter. Okay, so it brought us right to Town Hall. So if we go ahead and click on it, It's gonna show us 302 Main Street is the property, who the owner is, okay, Town of Old Saybrook. All right, so you can clearly get a view here of all town property. I am gonna go to themes. I'm gonna scroll down and I'm gonna, sorry, I can't see. Tree inventory is right at the bottom. You click on tree inventory and all of our trees that have been
Oh.
listed in the grant are here. So if we come over and
But you just hit a block.
I hit, so that's town property. That's 302 Main Street.
Oh, that's the three,
Yeah.
that's the address 302 Main Street.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what I did is I went under themes and I hit the tree
Yeah,
inventory. And let's go like this. Right here. Here's one of our special ones. Okay, our European beech tree that's located right out in front of the gate. It gives you an example. Let's see. Sorry, I can't see my mouse.
But if you hit it under that screw, under that, hit it under the windows open.
Not my battery, so no. So you can go around to all of our town trees that have been inventoried. And you can click on them, it will tell you what it is. And it's a pretty cool device. Now, what I'm gonna show you that I use a lot when I'm doing this is, so if I'm trying to find out if a tree is on town property or in the town right away, you zoom in as much as you can and it will show you the town's right away. Okay, so if there's ever something that's in question, like, okay, these people want to take it down, they're saying it's their tree, then I'm gonna have the property surveyed. But this is a pretty good guide. I haven't really run into that situation yet, where I'd have to go this route.
So where is it,
So, you see this line right here?
that faint line?
That
The light,
Oh.
small, the thin one,
Everything there is towns right away and town property.
15 feet or so, or 30 feet.
And the black is the
Whatever.
road.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
and then the town's right away is right there.
is it sounds right away between the boundary and the road?
So the town's right away is
Here.
Did you have to do anything to activate it right away, or is it?
right there. Nope, the right of way's always there. It
Okay.
shows town property.
Okay, that's the limit of the town's property.
That's the limit of the town's
Okay, got it.
property.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go back up to themes. There it is. Okay. I'm in themes right here. I'm gonna go to Arial 2023 and I'm gonna pick that. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna give me a GPS look from above from a satellite. And a lot of times, if there's something in question, you can actually see the tree. So if you zoom in, I know this is my laptop here and it's kind of hard to see. You can zoom in on that and see if the tree is on the town's right away. Because a lot of times you'll see, the branches of the tree and people be like, oh, it's not on ours, but it's a pretty good indication. And if you go down, so 2023, you have trees with foliage on them. If you go down to the next one, it's right. Turn off the 2023.
So it says 2023, and you've got an inventory that's 25.
Yep, you're still seeing town trees though.
Okay.
So the inventory is current. This is just a GPS look of the trees.
You're not coming up with the detail on the trees. I have to go back to the inventory probably, right?
Yes, yep.
In terms of what the tree needs?
Well, in terms of condition or whatever.
Right,
shown.
so-
Here's a good one, and I'm not sure why my computer's like this, so I do apologize. You see how you can see that faint yellow line going around? Town right-of-way lines.
Okay,
So I use that a lot.
okay.
I'm pretty much everywhere I go, and if it's questionable, then I break out my book that gives me the width of the road and what it should be.
And where are the trees? Are these little things, the trees, these are?
So the green are our trees that are inventoried, yes. So you could see how it's in front of that yellow line?
Yeah.
Town property.
Yeah.
Town property, town property,
Mhm.
town property.
So the
You
town
can't really
pro-
see where wires are though either.
Pole wires on a better computer that's not a laptop, you can see telephone poles.
but how about the roads that were not inventoried?
The roads that weren't inventory
the
do
roads
not have
where we-
trees, but I still use it for, so let's go like this.
Because that's the database of town trees that were inventoried. But you can GPS all of Old Saybrook anyway. But we can use this, if you all can look at this and try to identify places where you might think we could put town trees.
Yes, you can. So. Think here for a second. So I'm gonna show you a spot that I'm going to be trying to get some trees. So this is our middle school. Super hard to see once again, but you can go through and see the wide open spaces. And if you click on the actual property, it will show you the outline of the area in blue.
Oh, okay, good. So so this can help you identify where we can plant trees.
Exactly.
And so
And I'm sorry that this thing's so dark.
we could all go home and Google Map Geo Old Saybrook.
And my phone's always on, so if any of you ever want to call me and ask me, I can walk you right through it.
Okay.
So it's just Google Map Old Saybrook.
It's
That's all.
Map Geo.
Map
We
Geo.
go to, go to Google and go Map Geo Old Saybrook.
Map-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And the themes in here have everything. So normally on my computer, the one I have set up at work, when I click 2019, it's like a winter look. So you'll be able to see the trees without leaves on them. And that's great for identifying which trees are ours. So,
Right.
and like I said, if there's anything ever in question, then I have to, really break out the tape measure.
So Bill, are you looking at places to put trees without? We got the plan where we take trees down, people are okay with another tree, we put it.
Yeah. I'm also actively looking for places to plant
Great.
trees.
Okay.
I was gonna hit up all 3 schools and see if I could get them to take some trees.
Okay, great. All right, good.
Do we have any feel for how many trees we're trying to plant?
How many am I trying to plant?
You or us or we or whoever?
Every spot that I come up with, I send this way. I also wanna do another section of tree inventory, not quite so big.
So take out the replacement trees for trees downed. Like, Carl had that, or the Historical Society had planned, I don't know, a boatload of trees. Are we also looking for 2026 to come up with some number of trees we want to get in the ground other than replacements? I don't know, I guess
We haven't recommended that.
we haven't come
And
up.
Carl basically said, count the trees that we've already done in the past 2 years. So he's not looking from my understanding, he's not looking for 52 trees in 2026. It was counting, and I don't know what number we're at. I mean, that's a way of finding out what number we're at. Maybe
I might have asked her.
another 25.
I might have asked around. I'm just trying to figure out, and maybe that leads into the budgeting. How many trees do you?
How many trees do we want?
Yes.
As many as we can get.
Right.
But you got.
Just looking for areas, because a lot of times it's like, oh, it'd be nice to have trees here, but then
Yeah.
it's like, oh, there's wires, there's this, there's that. It's like.
But I think Mark's point is a good one. We gotta have a goal.
Yeah.
We should have a goal. Is that your?
Yeah, kind of like where's the top, or we're not the top, literally. What's the number? Maybe we get to it, maybe we don't, but we can do the replacement ones. That's an easy one. I'm not even thinking that piece, but if we're looking to find spots to plant trees, are we looking at 10? Are we looking at 50? Are we looking at some other number? I don't know. And that's kind of
Well, the
my,
question is like, how much is the average tree? $200? I mean,
It depends on what we're choosing.
I'm just trying to scope it out a little bit.
You know, 319 was the red maple we planted,
Okay,
you know, but that was a larger size caliber as well.
I mean, if we said $500 a tree, I'm just doing.
$500 tree's a lot.
I know, I'm just, because it's an easy number for me to calculate in my head, times, 50 is whatever. 20, is that 20?
forget about 500, do 200, do
So
200, 250.
So 200 times 10 is 2,000, times 100 is 20,000. Are we looking at spending $25,000?
That might be tough.
All right, so then roll it back. Are we looking at 50? Are we looking at $10,000?
I guess the other question is, what is the tree planting time? So when do you want to plant trees? What's the ideal time to plant?
Well,
a tree?
we could plant them towards the fall or towards the spring. I mean, we're getting ready.
Yeah, we should plant. Let's try to do tree planting in the spring and in the fall.
Yeah. It's a,
Do you think $10,000 is a number that, aside from the replacement ones, is, because that would be 50?
I would say that's a
trees.
lot of trees. If we planted $10,000 worth of trees, we're doing well.
Could we maybe hope to get 10 trees, not including the replacements in the spring, and 10 trees, not including replacements in the fall? Is that
That's very well
doable?
reasonable. Yeah.
So
okay?
5,000 would be 25 trees.
Mhm.
Is that, I'm just trying to scope out the box. So 25 trees, 5,000? I don't know, is that something? Because we're kind of getting to the budget needs anyways, which next on your
It's on the
agenda.
agenda.
So if we did 25 trees, we're now looking, where can we think about putting 25 trees other than replacements or,
Yeah.
yeah? I just don't know what the number
Yeah.
is. Is it 100? Is it 500 trees? I don't know.
Well, let's.
It really depends like this. So
Yeah,
that,
so
so this money is coming out of the tree warden's budget.
Right.
You know.
So we're looking at about 20 to 25 trees, more or less.
For the year.
It depends
Right,
though.
right,
We
right.
haven't had a lot of tree work where we've had a lot of mishaps, a lot of takedowns that,
Give and take, I mean,
yeah.
it's more than 5, but it's not 50. So that 20,
And
25
that's
might be a
new
goal.
trees.
I mean, we may not get there, but at least direction, we're saying we're gonna try and get 20 to 25 new trees into spots strategically that will use Map Geo to help us find, I guess. So is the idea, we'll find some spots from using Map Geo, then maybe we drive out there and report back to like,
Yeah.
hey, this looks like a
Yeah.
good spot. I looked around,
Yes.
there's no wires. Okay,
Yes.
all right.
That'd be great. So if we could find, let's say we try to find 10 trees this season.
Yeah.
Bill,
spring.
Bill, you're gonna, hit up the schools.
Yep.
And if you guys drive around, use Map Geo, look at some places and, when.
So for next meeting, you want
Yes.
just some ideas,
Yes.
like, oh, I was on whatever Coulter or whatever, and
Yeah,
there's a spot here or a spot
that'd be
there.
great.
Okay,
Yeah, and so let's do that. That'll be our sort
Okay.
of marching orders. And then I'll be working with Bill on the replacement trees. And so, oh, cool. So everyone will use Google Map.
yeah, to help set up where we should go then next and maybe physically look at the place to say, this kind of makes sense.
We did 3 or 4.
Each do 3 or 4 trees. And then, Bill, do you hire someone to plant them or do you?
Maybe. I mean, a lot of times we'll do it.
Okay.
I fix the brightness.
There you go. Now I can see it.
I'm not sure why the button was not working.
Oh, now it's very bright.
Just keep track of my mouse.
Those are all trees?
Yes, those are our trees on our inventory.
All the little dots, all the whatever.
All the little tree symbols.
Yeah.
Red oak. It's right by.
How did that get
London Port.
popular? Did you download it or it came through the?
Well, we took the data from Saybrook and then we gave it and they put it on Map Geo for us.
Who Save a Tree?
No,
Another.
Company.
a company
Oh.
that manages
Yeah,
it.
Save a Tree gave us to in what's called an Argus file.
Oh, okay.
And then Chris Costa worked with a vendor
To
to
get it
put
pop.
it into Map Geo.
That's cool. That's
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah, it is very cool.
So you could also see, now you can see, actually see the town's right of way line.
And how often is this updated?
When it needs to be.
Yeah, like every 6 months or something, I mean,
I don't know if is that regular, or is it more like once a year or once every few years?
Yeah, it's probably once every few years.
Cause I can't imagine they could keep that up to date. like
Yeah.
that. It's a lot of work probably,
And it's expensive.
yeah.
So, you wouldn't, so if we had a tree taken down, it would go to that list. And we wouldn't just automatically go in and have it taken down. That'd be a substantial amount. But if we had a list of 30, then then I believe the way I understood it, it's the same amount to do the 30. So it's going
you
in there.
Somebody to go in.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you still have the running Excel spreadsheet?
Yes.
Okay,
Yep.
so
Right,
that's
yeah.
the most up to date.
Yeah.
And that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
So,
So,
and I have a list also of all the trees that I've been involved with that are planting.
okay, cool.
So.
Cause this is a whole big software update that needs, programmers to go in and download the stuff. It's
Yeah.
not something that
Yeah.
regular worker bee could just drop. Oh, I just dropped one on Clinton. Boom.
Yeah,
You can't
exactly.
just do it. You can keep track of that, but then ultimately you're gonna
To
report
do
it
that,
out.
we did look, to do that, you have to have a subscription
Yeah.
and that's expensive.
And someone who knows how to do it and commit it, and
Right.
it's.
So we have to pay someone to do it instead of having a subscription.
Should we narrow our search to some of these areas that we're looking at SOS? Think should be.
Well, it's a good point.
Or did you want us to go off of where we previously looked, where there was sort of noted shade deprivation?
Well, noted shade deprivation is, look at the noted shade deprivation. I'll tell you,
And I'm just gonna show you guys one more thing. Okay, this is pretty cool. So if you have this all set up, you found your tree, your location where you want to see, you can take this little guy right here,
Drop them in street.
place him right in front of that,
I love
and
the
you get a
street view.
street view.
I love the street view.
so what did you put there?
It's the little guy, the little icon, the little man icon.
So when you find your area that you want to be,
See the little man
okay,
icon?
Right,
there's this little man right here.
Yeah,
You take him, hold your mouse,
onto the blue line, yeah.
okay.
place him.
And you can actually go up and down the street now
Yep.
with the little arrows there and the.
So you guys could do on map geo. So the areas towards Ragged Rock, that area is, well, here, this is. I can send, this is came out, so the area around here, Stop and Shop, Main Street, all where there's more pavement in our town is where we need more trees. Obed Heights up near Bochum Road. I mean, we don't need trees leaves, not yet.
Green, we took down 2 or 3 trees in the green. I don't know if I've seen any replacements for those 3
That's right.
trees that got
Yeah.
cut last year or 2 years ago.
So those areas, I will send you those maps.
Oh, that'd be great. Appreciate that. That'll help for sure.
I'll send you the maps of the census block groups. That's what SOS Trees is focusing on, the census block groups, to give trees to those groups. And Ragged Rock, that and up towards behind here towards the middle school, Sheffield, Coulter, all of that needs trees.
So and you can click, so for example, this is right by Town Beach.
Yeah.
And I've got the aerial view for 2016. You could see how many yards don't have trees,
Wow.
But are
in
those,
which area.
I don't know, but a tree, that's a tough, so to the right, you're into wetlands almost. So,
Yeah, I'm trying to show you,
yeah, there's no trees
mean,
on the
you don't see-
beach properties.
yeah,
So, I mean, if there's town property, you can put trees on there.
fall into the state right away though.
Right.
That's state right away versus town
Town
right
right
away.
away.
Yeah, because it's so 154, 156.
156, right?
Yeah.
That's Town Beach.
I have a question, Bill.
Yep.
See, you talked about Park before, Park Avenue, Park Street, whatever it is.
Park Street?
Park
Because that's what you identified.
Street in Fenwick,
Yeah.
okay. there's very few trees in front of homes in that street. There's yards, front yards are almost all vacant of trees. I noticed there's a couple that probably have propane tanks or maybe septic. Is that identified anywhere on the map, Geo?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Can you zoom in on the house to see if a propane tank? Cause you could zoom in my house. And I got propane tanks outside.
Are there,
Shown.
is there a town right away on Park Avenue?
I tell you,
Yeah,
if,
but there's plenty
like our house had
Front yards.
the propane tanks are shown or not.
I know,
if you zoom in on
but
my house.
we're not gonna plant trees in people's front yard.
Okay, so I don't
Go
know.
drop it into Hill Street.
We gotta look for,
Yeah, we have to look, obviously, that's,
we have to
Part
look
of
for
the
the
I
town.
don't think it'll be
yeah,
there.
we'd have to look at look at.
Well,
Yeah,
there might be
right there.
town right away on some
There
of
may
those
be,
front
there may
yards.
be.
Yeah,
Yeah, they are. Propane tanks are there. Go zoom in.
That's
Can you go-
what I got on it.
It's gonna be really hard to see.
Which number are you?
The one right there.
Right,
Like,
101.
No, all the way over.
Hmm.
That one, the big
right
one.
over here. We could put 3 trees
See the propane tanks right there?
right there.
In the back, right there.
Right
where-
here?
Yeah, that's the propane tanks right there. It's hard to see.
Uh,
It'll show, but your chances of finding propane tanks are almost,
Yeah. Well, it might be better if it wasn't on this small computer.
oh, they're small. You can't really see them. Cause we have three 150-gallon tanks right behind there. You can't see them. It's hard to find. So you can't find propane. And septic, I have no idea.
It's underground.
Yeah, but you don't want to plant a tree over the leach field, so we don't know actually if there's,
You can find catch basins on this, pipes,
oh, you can.
yes.
Oh, okay,
Well, we can identify the vacant properties.
right.
And then do research in
To
terms
see
of
what's
if there's
underneath.
barriers to
Yeah,
it.
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't know what the right of ways call for there, but just curious.
So I'm not sure how that would work if I could just go up into the town's right away and place a tree, because if the homeowner doesn't want it, they're not gonna take care of it. Are they gonna run it over with a lawnmower?
Yeah,
Or,
no, obviously, and you'd probably talk to them anyway,
yeah,
but I'm just curious, because it's these houses now that they've taken down all the small houses and replaced them with big houses. They-
Right,
they
right.
want
They've
some-
got a septic there, they've got a well, they've got, so they've only got so much.
And do
room
you
for
think they
trees.
would
Flood zone.
plant trees if they could?
What,
I don't know, there's a reason. they don't.
wastewater management.
Wastewater management too, yeah. So are we not allowed to plant into wastewater management zones?
I think we are, it's just, those are the areas that you're gonna find your tricky septic systems, where they very well could be in the front yard.
Yeah,
Well, along Maple, there's on the left, along Maple going towards Cornfield Point, there's a lot of town right away. There's no trees at all.
oh, okay.
I mean,
yeah.
we could identify those properties and then ask
Yeah,
the,
right there, that's what you're talking about.
would
That's-
you,
That's what Bill has on the screen right now, Maple. There's Maple.
There's years worth of tree work along that section of Maple,
yeah, there
All right,
is.
so we're looking at about 20-25 trees and come up with some ideas where to plant them. And report back to
We
you
could
next.
put at least 3 at the bocce courts.
Yeah, you had that here, bocce courts, Park Avenue.
Amy and I went over and like,
Were you bocce playing? And like, they need.
no, but we were told that we didn't, it wasn't a good idea because of the leaves. that
Oh,
might-
the leaves will get on the bocce.
Yeah, well, nobody's playing bocce over there, from what I can tell. I mean, maybe they are, I don't know.
but the handicap,
Oh, this is good. Oh, I have a quick question before we close up. Stop and Shop
Yes,
update, anything new?
The trees are there.
yeah,
I don't know how they're doing.
I haven't been in 4 months, so I don't know.
I can tell you the red maple is the most success rate. We're gonna see how they did this winter, or from this winter,
Okay.
because they took a lot
When
of
do they
snow.
start budding? Is it soon?
Yeah,
Next couple weeks?
I've seen a couple trees, start budding, but there's one there that I don't think is gonna do very well.
Okay.
And I believe,
What do we have, 5? 4?
4,
4.
5,
5, including.
the red maple setback.
Yeah, okay. So I haven't been over there yet to see my friends, see how they're doing. But they should be budding in the next couple weeks.
Yeah, they
When
should.
we drove back, we drove through the cherry blossoms in DC. Oh my God, they're all over the place. Not just like down in by the Capitol in Washington. They're all all along the highway are all these cherry blossoms.
I was there this weekend.
Oh, so yeah, in Maryland. Oh my God, it's beautiful.
Daffodils, everything. All right, so anything else? Thank you very much.
Thanks.
My cell phone's on if you ever have a question. I mean, I'm by far no pro at it, but I mean, it's relatively simple.
Well, we're way ahead of where we were before we.
I have one more question, totally non-tree related, that
Oh,
you might know. What, or you guys know, because you know the gossip of this town much better than me, especially when I'm gone. Jersey Mike's?
haven't heard.
What? Yeah, Jersey Mike?
Supposedly,
That has,
I heard there's a Jersey Mike's coming to town.
no, has it even gone to planning? I don't think it's gone to planning.
If it has, I haven't heard.
No.
All right.
it's-
I think
Okay,
that-
so,
I think that may be in the news section, like, big way.
yeah, and that's a whole issue with Chalker Beach going off. So,
Let's go down there.
All right, we don't need to go there. Anything happening at the Max, the coffee, Mad Hatter coffee place?
Haven't heard that either.
okay, so
I know that we have a new oil change place. How about that?
how about Eversource trimming procedure? So I don't even know who asked me. Somebody emailed me and said, does the tree warden work with Eversource before they trim a tree?
Yes.
In other words, do you know what they're doing before they do it?
Yes, I get notified of it. They're kind of placed on so I just signed the permit. Well, not just signed it. Last time I signed it was to do our trees out here,
Okay,
which was a light permit.
Is it more FYI or are they actually
No,
looking?
they send a letter, they send two guys, they talk to me.
Okay,
And you know, they contract Lucas Tree. I have her number in my phone. If there's a tree that needs to come down, it gets inspected and
well, if you disagree, or do they listen to you if you have some pointers or some concerns?
haven't put it this way, so I haven't had to disagree yet. They
Okay.
brought, there was two trees, one by Mystic Market, which was that classic dead old tree that's been standing dead forever.
Right,
They took that down and, I believe it was actually listed in the tree inventory for the park next to the town garage.
okay.
So, and that tree was on the list for,
Okay, and then the two other areas which might have town right of ways, the haunted house on Middlesex, that 124 acres sold.
yeah, I saw that.
And then there's the property, in between that and Mystic Market that's for sale.
I thought that, what's his name was buying that? The guy,
Card bought the one by,
Alice,
the Card bought the haunted house.
I thought it was the guy at Atlas or whatever.
Same guy.
Oh, that is the same guy. That is the guy.
I think he's right behind the signs, the voting.
Well, he had all that other property on the corner, the other corner.
There's
What
everything
is it?
everywhere.
This looks weird.
Yeah, that's gonna be a, what we call a old Saybrook skyscraper going on that opposite corner. It's gonna be a 4-story apartment.
What?
Where is this?
And the opposite corner from where they are now, from the Stop and
Oh, is that
Shop,
gonna be, that vacant land?
What?
He's gonna do a 4-story housing?
it'll be 4-story.
They're not gonna have, it's,
Well, at least he
Wait a
put,
minute, across from Stop and Shop?
it looks like
Sorry.
they have those three, that they put those three.
TJ's Pizza. It's
Yeah, right
a
by-
big,
It's a run over parking lot.
Another?
Yeah, apparently that's what we said, 4th story. Mike said.
at least he landscapes.
He does.
Yeah,
He does at least landscape.
He's using, that's the run over
But
parking
it-
from,
But it just.
Well, as residents, you can go to planning commission.
and he's apparently gonna have some affordable housing.
Well, yes, that's what- Yeah.
everything's, what, define affordable housing in Old Saybrook, that's what, like $3,000 a month versus
Yeah.
the $6,000 a month it should be?
If you just.
Okay, let's adjourn.
Adjourn.
I need a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Okay, thank you very much, Bill. We'll see you guys next month.
and
I
I'll be
will
in.
send you-